Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, my name is Ulfa Azizah. I will explain about pre-intermediate grammar to reporter's page. Next. Next. Okay. Reporter statement. When do we ask reporter's page? Sometimes someone says a sentence, for example, I'm going to the cinema tonight. Later, maybe we want to tell someone else what the first person said. Here's how it works. We use a reporting verb like say or tell. Click here for more about using say and tell. If this verb is in the present tense, it's easy. We just press the size and then the sentence direct page. I like ice cream. Reported page. She says that she likes ice cream. We don't need to change the tense. So probably we do need to change the person from I to she. For example, we also might need to change words like my and your. As I'm sure you know, often we can choose if we want to use that or not in English. If put it in brackets to show that it's optional, it's exactly the same if you use that or if you don't use that. But if the reporting verb isn't the past tense, then usually we change the tense in the report page. Direct page, I like ice cream. Reported page, she said that she likes ice cream. Next. Tense. Di sini ada present simple. Dalam direct speech, I like ice cream. And report speech, she said that she likes ice cream. Present continuous. Dalam direct speech, I'm living in London. And report speech, she said that she was living in London. Tense past simple. Dalam direct speech, I bought a car. And reported speech, she says that she had bought a car. Past continuous, direct speech, I was walking along the street. Reported speech, she said that she had been walking along the street. Tense, present perfect. I have direct speech, I haven't seen Julie. Reported speech, she said that she hadn't seen Julie. Tense, past perfect. Direct speech, I had taken English lesson before. Reported speech, she said that she had taken English lesson before. Tense will. Direct speech, I'll see you later. Reported speech, she said that she would see me later. Tense would. Direct speech, I would have but. Reported speech, she said that she would have but. Tense can. Direct speech, I can speak perfect English. Reported speech, she said that she could speak perfect English. Tense could. Direct speech, I could swim when I was 4. Reported speech, she said that she could swim when she was 4. Tense sure. Direct speech, I shall come later. Reported speech, she said that she would come later. Tense short. Direct speech, I shall call my mother. Reported speech, she said that she shall call her mother. Next. Occasionally, we don't need to change the present tense into the past if the information in the direct speech is still true. But this is only for things which are general facts, and even then, usually we like to change the tense. Direct speech, the sky is blue. Reported speech, she said that the sky is or was blue. Reported questions, so now you have no problem with making reported speech from positive and negative sentence. But how about a question? Direct speech, where do you live? How can we make the reported speech here? In fact, it's not so different from reported statement. The tense changes are the same, and we keep the question word. The very important thing now is that once we tell the question to someone else, it isn't a question anymore. So we need to change the grammar to a normal positive sentence. A bit confusing. Maybe this example will help. Direct speech. Where do you live? Reporter speech. She asks me where I live. Do you see? Do you see how I made it? The direct question is in the present simple tense. We make a present simple question with do or does. So I need to take that away. Then I need to change the verb to the past simple. Next. Another example. Direct speech. Where is Julie? Reporter speech. She asked me where Julie was. The direct question is the present simple of be. We make we make the question form of the present simple of be by inverting, changing the position of the subject and verb. So we need to change them back before putting the verb into the past simple. Here are some more examples. Direct question and reported question. Direct question, where is the post office, please? Reported question, she asked me where the post office was. Direct question, what are you doing? Reported question, she asked me what I was doing. Direct question, who was the fantastic man? Reported question, she asked me who that fantastic man had been. So much. Where we have question, but what if you need to report a yes or no question? We don't have any question. What to help us? Instead, we use if direct speech. Do you like chocolate? Reporter speech. She asked me if I like chocolate. Next. No problem. Here are a few more examples. Direct question and reported question. Direct question. Do you love me? Reported question. He asked me if I love him. Direct question. Have you ever been to Mexico? Reported question. She asked me if I had ever been to Mexico. Direct question. Are you living here? Reported question. She asked me if I was living here. Next. Reported request. There's more. What if someone asks you to do something in a polite way? For example, direct speech, close the window please. Or, could you close the window please? Or, what you mean closing the window please? All of these requests mean the same thing. So we don't need to report every word when we tell another person about it. We simply use ask me plus to plus infinitive reported speech speech, she asked me to close the window. Here are a few more examples. Direct request and reported request. Direct request, please help me. Reported request, she asked me to help here. Direct request, please don't smoke. Reported request, she asked me not to smoke. Redirect request, could you bring my book tonight? Reported request, she asked me to bring her book that night. Direct request, could you pass the mic please? Reported request, she asked me to bring her book. She asked me to pass the mic. Direct request, what you mean coming early tomorrow? Reported request, she asked me to come early the next day. Next. Reported order. And finally, how about if someone doesn't act too politely, we can call this an order in English. When someone tells you very directly to do something. For example, there is speech, sit down. In fact, we make this into reach in the same way as a request. We just use tell instead of ask. But the speech, she told me to sit down. Direct order and reported order. Direct order, go to bed. Reported order, he told the kid to go to bed. Direct order, don't worry. He told reported order, he told her not to worry. Direct order, on time. Reported order, he told me to be on time. Direct order, don't smoke. Reported order, he told us not to smoke. Next. Next. Time expression with reported speech. Sometimes when we change the direct speech into report speech, we have to change time expression too. We don't always have to do this. However, okay, next to time expression with reported speech. Sometimes when we change direct speech into report speech, we have to change time expression too. We don't always have to do this. However, it depends on when we heard the direct speech and when we say the reported speech. For example, it's Monday. Julie says, I'm leaving today. If I tell someone on Monday, I say, Julie said she was leaving today. If I tell someone on Tuesday, I say, Julie said she was leaving yesterday. If I tell someone on Wednesday, I say, Julie said she was leaving on Monday. And if I tell someone a month later, I say, Julie said she was leaving that day. So there's no easy confession. You really have to think about when the direct speech was said. Next. Next. Okay. Here's a table of some possible confession. No, and then or at that time. Now today, then or at the time, yesterday or that day or Tuesday or the 27th of June. Now yesterday, and then the day before yesterday or the day before or Wednesday or the 5th of December. Now let's night, and then the night before Tuesday night. Now let's week, then the week before tomorrow, and then today or the next day or the following day or free day. Next. Okay, thank you for watching and see you next video.